Let's see. How did I miss this question? Jason says, Clint, do you think production libraries will start using more AI generated music and slowly start to phase out independent producers? I don't. I don't at this time. I believe so. From my experience and conversations, personal conversations with publishers, there is a human collaborative element that AI cannot quite replicate when it comes to production music and being able to communicate what's needed for a scene and the customization that's needed in the process of creating music for picture just yet. And it's one of those things where it's also about rights and licensing and the weirdness that creates. They don't want to deal with it. They just don't want to deal with it. I've already seen in like agreements where it's, check this box to make sure you haven't used samples and to make sure there's no AI generation going on. They just don't. They don't want to deal with that right now. They want 100% human-made music, which that makes us more valuable. I do think some of the lower tier stuff, and let's think IG Reels background music, right? I think that stuff, I think AI will eat a lot of that little stuff up. Like when you just got user generated content and they just want some music. I personally use AI music for some of the content that I post on IG because number one, I like just having, first off, it's just like, if you want a certain vibe or mood, I would have to go through the catalog, or I may not have something in my catalog that just has just some cool, chill, laid back music without using like the same few tracks here or there. And then I got to drag the track into the video editor. Then I got to edit that. And it's like a bunch of stuff. It's way easier to be inside of an app like Caption or whatever and just click the generate AI music and quickly create some background music just for the vibe of a video, a talking head video or something that's on Instagram. I personally use it that way, and I think stuff like that probably won't see a ton of use for because I think AI does that well, and you don't have to worry about it being available on the platform or them muting your entire video or things like that. So I see that as a common use there. But as far as like the big TV film stuff, the Netflix stuff, like the actual bigger licensing stuff, it's definitely 100% human right now. So, yeah, I don't think they're ready to cross that bridge just yet. And then just the back and forth to be able to get it to where they need it and to do what they needed to do. I don't know. I don't think it's there just yet. And then once it is there, I don't know. We'll have to revisit the conversation and see what they're thinking at that point. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. So, we'll see. All right, let's catch back up. Let's catch back up to this chat. Oh yeah, Shazam is another good way. A low energy, I do my yep. I love it. Love it. Jerome, what's up, bro? Hope all is well. Shout out to Jerome. Jerome helps out with our videos, our video editing. And we leverage AI to do that. We can do it quicker. He'll take a video, chop that joint up in no time. Work smarter, not harder. Pay that fee again is like 15. Oh yeah, DistroKid with the yearly add-ons. Have you ever had an overlap on Sound Exchange with one of your publishers? I'm sorting something out right now. I have not. I haven't. That's an interesting situation. Yep, no doubt. Allison Penn has joined us. What's good, Allison? Philip, what's good? Says, so I got hit up by TuneEdge and they sent me a Schedule A that says basically my music has been approved for inclusion. In your experience, does this usually result in a placement later? You never know, right? Like it can be accepted. If it's being accepted and it's been approved, they have every intention on pitching that to ultimately be placed. So I say the chances of it being placed are higher now that a publisher is actually signing it and pitching it and things like that. We can't guarantee it. They want it to get placed, otherwise they wouldn't sign it. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten a placement personally through TuneEdge, at least that I know of. But this only time will tell if it actually ends up landing. But that is definitely a step closer in the right direction for sure. Today's video is brought to you by TV Placement Mastery. This is my high-level coaching program for producers to fast track you to your first licensing deal within 90 days. Now, this is an invite-only program, so you have to apply, and I only work with a few producers at a time. So just go to tvplacementmastery.com or click the link in the description to apply. And make sure you uncheck the tick boxes that say copy audio files and other stuff, saves your disk space. Yes, that part. I agree with the Ableton scenario. Man, question, do you think production libraries will start? Oh, I think I answered that already. So yeah, that's what I think. I think I just, historically though, like humans love interacting with other humans for certain things. So what I think is like AI is just one of those things where if humans are still being requested, what's going to help you stand out is learning how to leverage AI, use it as a tool so that you can beat your competition. You can do more. If you can knock out more tracks, or if you can knock out more admin work because you're leveraging AI, if you can knock out more pitches, more whatever in your process, figuring out ways you can implement AI so that you can move faster, submit more, then you're going to win more. You're going to win more syncs. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? You're giving yourself more chances because you're just creating faster. So I think that is going to be a big play in terms of how AI relates to kind of what we do. But yeah, I know for sure, like until there is solid legislation in place when it comes to AI music and AI plus human collaboration, the publishers aren't going to like be super excited. Oh my gosh, AI, like type of prompt. We don't need these producers anymore. That's not what they're thinking. From the conversations I've had, they're like, yeah, bro, that sounds like a headache. Can you just send us some music, please? It's because it's familiar, especially in what we do. Like, they're not quick to just be jumping on new stuff like that. Like, they're going to go with what's familiar. They're going to go with, you know, what's currently established in terms of laws and rights and things like that. They're going to stay there for as long as possible until there's like a solid, proven and legal way to figure out how to navigate the whole AI generated stuff, especially on these productions. Because what you got to understand, let's have some music on Love is Blind, right? Let's take Love is Blind for example. If I use some AI generated music on a track that got placed on Love is Blind, and something happens to where they're like, yo, Love is Blind they don't have the right to this music. Suno scraped the music from some independent creator off of the internet illegally, and it ended up being a part of the song that you pitched and licensed to Love is Blind. As a result, you all need to pull this music out, or you got to pull the episode off, or you got to pull the show up. Like, the headaches that can cause for production, publishers don't want to risk that. They don't want to risk that. Shout out to Suno being sued by everybody, by everybody right now. Yo, this is such a crazy situation. Like, y'all seen all last week, Timbaland, Suno, Udio, the top music attorney on YouTube. Check her out. I think she just started like a lawsuit on behalf of like independent creators. Like, they get smacked right now, but it's good. Like, I think the pressure is good because there's definitely a need for, again, it goes back to the streaming situation where it was like too late. The labels and the tech companies already sat down and they worked out deals among themselves. And like, we just had to take whatever was negotiated without being able to say anything, because we didn't have a seat at the table. We didn't own the catalog, like these massive catalogs that give these publishers, these labels, leverage. So now it's still early. So I think a lot of these lawsuits and a lot of things that's just being exposed is good to hopefully something can kind of work out that's more in the favor of independent creators as well, and just creators in general. Because even the artists and producers and writers on the major side, like, got screwed with the whole streaming situation. So I think it's good.